We're going to build a maze, and we're going to go to a site that's titled bitsbyskip.ca. I put the URL down below in the directions, and here we're opening the site, and you want to click on Games, and a new window will open, and in here we see Build a Maze. Now you can play around with these other ones if you want, but we're building a maze today. Okay, here's the first page, and it says to build a maze are 3 steps. Draw out a path, install the barriers, and play your maze. Go. These instructions are basically the instructions I'm giving you verbally now. When you get on the site, you can read them, and after listening to this video and watching this video, you will be able to follow these instructions very easily. If for some reason you can't get the information from here, click this video link and you'll come back to this video you're watching right now. So let's go to the next step. The directions would tell me to draw my maze. So we're going to draw the path and try with some degree of accuracy to keep on the line, one of the lines of the grid. It's not imperative, but I'm going to make a real simple, very simple, non-complicated maze. Oops, that doesn't matter because all this is going to be hidden after. You got to start from the start and go to the end. If at any time you make a mistake, you can click it and start all over. But you really can't make a mistake because all this is hidden, as you'll see very shortly. I'm just going to make another very simple maze. This time I'm not going to click it off. You can lift the mouse up and have a rest because this is simply to find your way. It will be all replaced when we're finished. There's my maze. It goes from here to there. And putting some of these non-paths in, otherwise it wouldn't be a maze, it would just be a path. And put in as many as you would like. I'm going to keep it simple because I don't want to make this video too long. Once you're satisfied with your paths, click the next step. It's going to tell you here how to install the barriers. Again, if you've listened to this video, you may not need to read this, but if you're reading this and don't get it, you can go back to this video via this link. So step 2, we're going to install the barriers. So we click it, and all these little red blocks are barriers. They're barriers. They're where you can't go from your maze. And it tells you use the Q, W, A, or S, and you can change the size of a barrier. So let's pull this barrier up and let's fill this space right here. Pull the barrier up. If I hold the Q down, the Q key, click the mouse key, and you'll make the barrier larger, and you can unclick it and drag it. And if I use the same method and click the mouse down while I'm holding the A key, I can make these barriers. And what you want to do is try to keep at least 2 of these spaces between barriers. It doesn't matter that barriers overlap. So there's one, so I'm happy with that. Bring another one up. I'm going to fill in this space. Hold the Q down. W makes it smaller, A makes it taller, S makes it shorter. Pretty basic. Pull it down. Okay, I got that done. Bring another one up. Make it wider. And I'm going to fill this whole thing in. And to save some video space, I'm going to break. And when I come back, I'll have some more of this filled in. As you can see, I have quite a bit of this maze filled in. Do the last few ones here. It does not matter that the color red overlaps the red. That doesn't matter at all, as long as you're not covering too much of the path area in. And a few more. Okay, make this one a little one in here. And make a real small, thin one in here. Alright, so you can see we're getting most of this maze done. Up the top here I have a real big long one. And I'm going to pretty well cover that whole thing. Yeah, I'm happy with that, and I think another one in here would be good. Okay, alright, maybe I'll make a little one in here, and then we'll see what happens. Now it don't look like a whole lot right now, but it's a very simple maze. Okay, now run it. If I run it and go here, you can see it filled in, and I can see right now that my ball will not get through some of these lines. So if I start this ball going down here and come down here, you see I can't go any direction. Okay. It's tricky because sometimes the up button is down and sometimes the down button is up. It's a magic maze. Alright, I can see I can't get through here. Too narrow. And I can also see other spots. So I'm going to press B, and B will send me back to make some adjustments. So it's this spot here and this spot here that are too narrow. So I'm just going to click on, hold the A button down. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to hold the W button down and makes it narrower. Once more and make it a little bit shorter. And now I should be able to get through this. Let's run it again. And let's see if I can get through this maze. It's tricky because it doesn't want to go down. I'm having to hold two buttons here. I'm holding one of the left button and the down button. It's going to come down here. Oh, I see I'm going to get stuck again on this next corner. I'm going to get stuck on this next corner. It's too small. I can't possibly get through there. I have to go back and make that wider. See, I can't get through there. So press B again. And it's this area here. So I'll click this one. Hold the W down. Make it shorter. Make it shorter. Make this one longer with my Q. Now I can certainly get through here. And I believe I'm in business. Right key. Down key with the right together to get through this magic part. Right key only, down, back to the right key, and you can make this and use up as many as those rids as you need, and you can make quite a complex maze with all those rid barriers that you have. And when you get to the end, you've won the game, and you can press and go back and play again. Give it a try. See if you can build a maze that someone can't get through.